my wonder back. Welcome back to another video. There's gonna be what if Deku was. I forgot the name of the songs, but was this songs. And quick announcement. The noise in the background is my grandpa watching TV. I can't record in my room. I can't record in my balcony right now. And my siblings are in the other room. And the only place that right now I can record that's not loud is my living room on my desk. So yeah, sorry for any noise in the background. And the ship is Izuku X Midnight X Mount Lady. And this Deku will be a teacher at the age, so he's born really early. Okay, and this is how pale Deku is. He's got bloodshot eyes. Ahora obtén 2 días extra agregados a tu ticket. Cuando compras un paquete de ticket sin descuento de 4 noches, 3 días, de Walt Disney World y hoteles Resort Disney Selectos. Ahora confía en tu piel desde cualquier ángulo. Runnergy, con extracto de linaza que contiene el destino de belleza. Anyways, as I was saying, I hope there's audio on this. Pero para la persona que no puede con su seguridad, plus. Es un teléfono sobreprotector de datos. As I was saying, el impacto de las pestañas alcanza nuevas alturas. Nueva máscara Flash Sensational Sky High de Label en New York. Anyways, I know why. So yeah, as I was saying, I'll be doing something while I'm recording. So I don't get bored. Dile hola a tu hada madrina, Alice, y a las perlas Kane con aroma duradero. Parte de la colección de aromas irresistibles de Kane. Presentamos el nuevo café Extra Charge de Dunkin'. Échale el extra que ponemos nosotros. Anyway. Yeah, so Deku was born really early. Nuevo café Extra Charge con 20% extra cafeína. Pruébalo caliente o frío. América se mueve con Dunkin'. So Inko has Deku when she's in college, so she would be... Be quiet, you two. Right, as I was saying... what else? What the hell? Oh yeah. And Deku's born pretty early, like, let's say... when Toshinori or Armite is in high school. No somos Big Pizza, somos Little Caesars. Obtengo una pizza con 3 por solo $6.99. Pizza. En esta carrera, ¿necesitas poder para poner al presumido en su lugar? ¿Poder o poder óptimo? Porque Duracell Óptimo hace que este vehículo a control remoto sea más rápido que un Copper Dog. Elegir un aceite de cocina puede ser difícil. El aceite de maíz mazola te lo pone fácil, porque puede ayudar a reducir el colesterol 2 veces más que el aceite de oliva extra virgen. La opción inteligente para tu familia es fácil. Mazola. Oh, sorry. Anyways, put it back on. So yeah, as I was saying, I can't do nothing without being distracted. For God's sake. Anyway. Deku gets bullied. That's how he gets bullied by Endeavor, and I'm making all my douche. Like, I mean a huge Toshinori, Jagori, and Iji Todoroki. Who else? Who else would I screw over? Fuck, it's so loud in the background. Además, 0 de entrada, 0 pagos hasta el verano y 0 de interés disponible. Ahora en grande en un hunting nuevo cuando triplicamos tu reembolso, tu cheque de estímulos o tus prepays con 0 de entrada, 0 pagos hasta el verano y 0% de interés disponible. Aprovecha el Fruto Play ahora, antes que se acabe el dinero. Universal Hyundai, realmente el mejor lugar para comprar. Is that over? Yes, it is. Okay, anyway. So yeah, and who else? I know the perfect guy. No tienes que luchar solo. Llámanos. I'm aging up. I will age up Midoriya and ladies because they're too young to be at the same age as Midnight. And I need them to be the exact same effing age, so I don't want to hear any complaints from older people. Oh, there's my fucking screw. Anyway, yeah, so Deku gets bullied because of how pale he is and his blood eyes. And this before before they know his quirk. So they're bullying him for no actual reason. Let's get on to that. Ya coloca las dos pelotas más Rush y está trabajando de inmediato en la alberca las pesas. 7-5, la pizarra a favor de los famosos. Está todavía metido en la pelea. El equipo de los contendientes tiene que descontar. Empuja Mac Rush y ya llega a la primera etapa de la puntería el día de hoy a armar el rompecabezas. So that Deku goes for the quirk doctor and they find out his quirk is soul. Alright, and these are going to be his abilities. Let's go to his abilities. Code power. When he is able to use this when he's in the void. So he can practically code anything into the My Hero Academia world if he goes into his special void. And I'm also making one of his abilities. Soul Weapon. Sun returns all his previous powers but infuses it with the powers of all the souls. Since the soul fused with Sans, he has access to the soul's weapons and tools. When he uses it, the tools of those souls, the tools are color, depending on which soul uses it. Reset and continue. He got the abilities to his own DTT dimension, DT dimension / dimension, now combined with Frisk, or determination, his own determination, I mean to say. Frying Pan. This is his first tool during the fight with Gaster. He uses it to block or protect himself from Gaster's first attack. The projectile Gaster Blaster with kindness is what with his he can use this ability, the gun. Another ability he uses this ability to shoot during the fight. The shape of the gun is like an empty gun in Undertale. However, it's different between that is that it has bullets. When Justice is with him, he can use this ability. But shoes. Ballet shoes. There's another ability. The ballet shoes function the same during post-shop flower fight. They go up and down when integrity is with him. He can use this ability. Tough Glove is another ability that glove function hits the opponent several times differently. When many times you punch, more damage will deal with bravery is with him. He can use this ability. Notebook. The attack is more similar to what the item does in the game, which is the creation your invasion while having really poor attack stats. 1. Real Knife. When Sans is tired and Chara is full control, they can use this ability. The damage is greater than the other abilities. The Real Knife is big, sharp like a scythe. It also has a flower on it, representing that or how Carl ate the buttercups or recipe cereal. Only Chara can have that ability. Toy Knife. This attack usually little plastic knife that only shows up at the most opportune moments in the fight. 2. Jawless Gaster Blaster. This is his last thing, and not an ability since neither Sans or Narkera can control it. The Gaster Blaster will block or spare Sans, sparish him Sans, while making the opponent hit it instead. Fifth controls it. 7th Gore. This is most powerful attack. The greater. Him true unprotected for its split second. And he uses the same attack to destroy the 7th timeline of love, which achieves also destroying the Omniverse void of hate. Trivial. Okay, so that's all his powers. So back to this. So back to Pale Deku. And I made this edit myself, so that I edited the picture myself. I can edit pictures on my gallery, but I don't know how to edit thumbnails. Be quiet. Anyways, back to the video as I was saying. Anyways, back to the video. Deku goes to, alright, let's skip where Deku 16, Almighty 16, and Devil 16, because UA is a college in this, I'm saying. And Jin, or whatever her name is, let me see it again. Let me pause real quick. Her name is Ju. So yeah, as I was saying. So Ju, hold on, I don't even know Midnight's real name. So her name is Mori. Nemori, or whatever. Nemori. So yeah, we're Nemori, Yu, Inji, Tsushinori. Who else? Hawk. No, Hawks won't be in this. Neither will Kamui. And what else? Who else? This is another real. And to look at. Angie. Oh. And. Yeah, so Inko's older, way older than Misuki and. What's her name again? Rin Todoroki. I want to burn Todoroki's face. He says. Yeah, so Rin, Misuki, who else? And for the fucks of it, I'm gonna make this hilarious. Alright, so yeah. No, Deku does not know them. Yeah. And Deku, you know what he does? He's so smart that he skips from middle school through college. No, yeah. They begin high school and he skips from, what is it called again? 7th? No, middle school starts at 6th and ends up at 12th grade. He's higher than all grades. He's the most intelligent person. The same intelligence as Nezu. Mind that, he's the smartest creature on Earth. Nezu. And Izuku is the smartest human on Earth, so. Anyways, getting back to the video. So yeah, Deku gets a teaching degree. He doesn't go to a hero school. Because he was too young. He becomes a teacher. And he gets employed at, what is it? Let's say it's called Lunar High. Mm-hmm. Midnight NG. And what else? Um, what else? Who else? Who else? NG Toshinori, Kami, Yu, Mizuki, Rin, her Mizuki's husband. Who else? Who the fuck else? And Bakugo, yeah. And Mizuki is not Bakugo's mom. And so, hold on. So yeah, so when they're in high school, Deku becomes their teacher. Alright. So the first day of school, Deku walks in, goes to the teacher lounge, and the student knocks in the door, and Deku opens, saying, "Yes, you're not. I'm a teacher here. Hold on, but aren't you? Yes, I just graduated college like last month. I really forgot when I graduated college and started middle school. You mean I started and began middle school at the same time? What do you mean? I'm the smartest human here. Not smarter. I'm not smart as Nezu. And I don't know who Nezu is. So, and they say fuck. So, are we solving mathematical questions? Are we smart? We're gonna become the smartest pupils. Don't know yet. I haven't decided. So yeah, and Deku goes to class and says, "Alright, class, settle down." And they don't listen. And then Deku says, "Alright, class, settle down." In this form. And everyone just settles down. He says, "That's what I thought." And then he turns back to this, saying, "Hello, I'm Izuku Midoriya. Age 16. Yeah, 16. Huh? Aren't I graduated college super early. Like, I forgot when I started and when I ended." And then the principal comes and says, "Izuku, here's your paperwork." Oh, God. Just got out of college and now I have to do more paperwork. I hate this. That's the cons of being a teacher. How does it feel, Izuku? I feel bad for my science teacher then. Gave them so many mathematical questions. He hated it. Oh, shit. Was it that bad? As bad as he almost made me fail because I annoyed him too much. Oh, shit. Yeah, that's how bad. Anyways, I need to get back to teaching my classroom. And then they learn the quantum physics. They learn about black holes during science period. They learn about they learn the most advanced math they can learn at the legal age, and what else? All right, and you get your you start hero training in high school, but you get more training in college. Anyways, and then he says, "Alright, class, time to hero training." And then Deku turns his quirk on. He says, "Alright, class, what you have to do is try to land one clean hit on my torso. I won't even put my wings in front. I will just be dodging." It says, "Okay." Yu turns giant. Midnight tries to release her smoke, but Deku says, "I don't have lungs." And then All tries to throw a Detroit smash, and Deku just catches it with his fist. You try too much on brutal strength, thinking technique and speed, and then Endeavor tries to burn him. And Deku just uses the frying pan and says, "You rely too much on brute You rely too much on your quirk. You need to work on your muscles and not think as yourself superior than others. Rin tries to freeze him, and then he says, at least you tried something. Then Mizuki tries to throw bombs. And Deku dodges. Her quirk is... Oh, I get it. Ignition. She can ignite any flammable fluid for it to explode. So she sweats nitroglycerin into her palm and throws it at Deku, trying to explode it in his face, and Deku just uses the frying pan to catch it. Then Baku tries to explode him, and then Deku just dodges by doing a backflip, kicking him on the back, saying, "You try too hard to be the best there, but you never try hard enough to be a good student, huh?" Then, out of nowhere, Eraser tries to come in with a bunch of flurries of kicks and punches, like a master taekwondo or karate or jiu-jitsu would. And Deku catches all his hits, and then Deku says, "Finally, someone with the actual decency of fighting in my class. Someone that tries skill and power behind their punches, and knows how to throw kicks, how to use speed, and how to use their surrounding to their advantages, unlike some people, looking at All Might Endeavor and Bakugo." Then Eraser says, "I'm not done yet." And Eraser tries erasing his quirk. And then Deku says, "You can't erase my quirk. I have multiple abilities, so you're only erasing one." And he says, "You're only erasing my kindness." And then he says, "Judge, bravism." And then gauntlets appear around him. Yeah, I'm just changing everything. Those are just abilities I read off the wiki. So I'm adding different abilities. It says gauntlets. Orange gauntlets start appearing around Deku in a formation of, but they're different color of oranges. Like an orange that has a red tint to it, an orange that has a light blue tint to it, an orange that has a green tint to it, an orange that has a yellow tint to it, a dark orange, an orange that has a purple tint to it, an orange that has a dark blue tint to it, and an orange that has a red tint to it. And it says different colors: kindness, determination, perseverance, pessimism, or whatever. Justice, braverism, kindness, all of those are here. I am all emotions in one. And then he says, justice. And then guns start appearing with the same tints. Then he says, ballet slippers. And ballet slippers appear. And then they get on, let's say, I know who, Endeavor's feet. And then Endeavor's just moving side, up, side, side. Can't stop. And then another appear on Bakugo, Tsushinori, Rin, Mizuki. Who else? What about who else? And Aizawa and Mike. And they're just moving. And it says you couldn't land one solid hit. And then Aizawa disappears from the ballet slippers and tries to throw a solid punch at his ribs. And Deku catches it with a one finger, saying, "You're the closest one." And it was bare almost touching him. It says, "You are one of my strongest students, second being Toshinori. Third being NG. Mm. Fourth would be a tie between Katsuki Bakugo. No, Bakugo. Yeah, let's say they're just siblings. Katsuki Bakugo and Katsuki Mizuki Katsuki. And fifth will be Midnight and you. And sixth will be you, Mike. You have the worst power of gelling I ever heard. Anyways, Soul of Determination, take over. Char. Ice turn red chain. Alright kids, time for weapon practice. You may not always rely on your quirks. Then she takes out a scythe, a bow staff, knife, guns, etc. weapons you may see. Pick your weapons. Guns have rubber bullets. Scythes can cut. So only go for cuts, small cuts, not big ones. And swords do the same. Knives, you can actually do more with knives than swords and scythes. And also bow staves, they're extendable. And what else? Oh yeah, mace. All sorts of weapons, and they practice. They each have one type of each. And then they say, "All right, class, time for your justice class with me. The Soul of Justice. Sheriff, take over." Eyes turn yellow, saying, "All right, kids, time for your practice of justice. You must always be You must know what's right and what's wrong. You must know what's the opposite of right and what's the opposite of wrong. Right." And then justice teaches them everything. And then they say, "Alright, time with your class of braverism. Braverism Zul. Boxer, take over. No, karate, take over." Alright, and then Brave says, "You must always be ready to face danger at all costs. You must always be ready, not be scared." And then Justice turns into this form. "Are you scared now?" And they are saying, "See, you must not show fear. You must hide fear within you." And always, but always, keep your comrades close, but keep your enemies closer. And those who leave the mission behind are scum, but those who abandon their friends are worse than scum, he says. "Alright, time with your class of kindness." Eyes turn green, he said. Soul of kindness. Chef. He says, "I'm going to teach you some survival skills of cooking, chefs, and stuff like that." And they have an entire whole class. Alright, let's see what other soul abilities he has. Alright.
Why is all my stuff from my bed scattered about?
And they say, soul of integrity takes over. Eyes turn purple. No, dark blue. And they say, intelligence, or whatever it's called, must be attained. Intelligence shows that you will never leave your friends or comrades behind. You already learned this from Barry, but always keep your friends close, but keep your enemies closer. To know each and one move of your enemies, and to keep your friends safe. And then he says, patience, soul, a ballet. They turn light blue and says, "Alright, patience is a virtue." I'll say one word, but you have to wait for it to the end of class. And they just sit in silence. Bakugo NG in Shishinori says, "When are we gonna?" And then Interity puts a bone around their mouth, saying, "Patience, children. You acting like kindergarteners. You guys can be patient for 5 more minutes. If not, you will fail this test." And everyone else is just peacefully just sitting there thinking to themselves. And I saw it like in his head, some peace and quiet. Lays down, takes a quick nap, and and then Terry says, "The word is keep. And patience is the key to everything." Then he says, "Perseverance." No, what was it? It's where some perseverance, justice, and charity. Oh, it's perseverance. He says perseverance. No, in charity. Yeah, I did all souls. And then he says, determination, red soul of Frisk and Chara. Then two. Oh no, they already did that class. Anyways, and it says, hero class is over. And then it's lunch. And then Deku snaps his finger. Bento boxes appear saying, lunch is on me this time. Then it's on Toshinori. Then it's on Enji. Then it's on Bakugo. Then it's on Mitsuki. Then it's on. We'll keep taking turns. Alright? And it says, okay, sensei. Then Deku says, oh, one more thing. Tomorrow in class, we'll be doing the belt test. What's the belt test, sensei? Says, you'll know tomorrow. And then he pops out a smoke and starts smoking. Says, aren't you... Don't I look tall in this to you? Holy, you look like you're 17, 18, 20. That's the point. I say I can't get it. And I put my wings away. So yeah. And everyone says okay, and he pops out a drink. I'll say it's a sake or whatever it's called. Says, you want some? What is it? Sake. Is it not beer? NG, Toshinori, and Baku says, yeah, I'll take one. And then he throws them a bottle of soda, says. And they say they're about, and then kindness takes them, no. Then, who should it be? You know what? Deku just says, no cussing in my class. You can cuss wherever else you want, but not in my class. Else you'll be punished. And then Baku says, what the fuck is the punishment? And then Deku says, orange bones appear under Baku, and they go right through it. What are they supposed to do? And Baku stops moving, and then he gets electrified, saying, if you don't, I won't tell you why you got electrified there. Because it'd be fun if you guys learn my abilities one by one. Okay, sir. And then, what else? Okay, I got it. As I was saying, Alright, let's kind of skip to the beginning of UA Hot. He's old enough now. He says, alright kids, I'm going to UA with you. Wait, really? Yup. I'm no longer at school. I'm teaching here. So, I'm one of you guys now. So you gotta call me Zukumadoria or Sans. Says, okay, Sans. Alright, I'm giving you guys each a nickname. Being Frost Queen. Says NG, burning piece of crap. What is that supposed? You think you're higher than everyone? Toshinori. Skeleton. What do you mean? I know the secret. Don't you try and hide it from me. What else? And he says, Angry Pomeranian 1 and Angry Pomeranian 2. Which one is 2? Mizuki. Angry Pomeranian 1 is, what is it called? Bakugo. And then he says, female Titan. Says, what do you mean female? Have you ever watched the anime called Attack on Titan? Oh, shit. Alright, it says, and then we have, stripper. And Midnight says, okay, I get that. And then he says, no. Oh, he says, walking speaker. And Mike says, that checks out. Alright, they go to class. And and then Deku says, insomnia child. And the teacher's gonna be Nana Shimura. And I'm not getting her killed yet. Anyways, let me continue. Alright, guys. The entrance exam. Deku passes a written exam with flying colors. Gets first place. Everyone in UA is. Oh, yeah. Everyone that's in UA high and the normal canon is in class 1A2. Yes, we just aging down. Midnight, Aizawa, All Might, Mount Lady, who else? President Mike, Ren Todoroki, Misuki Bakugo, and aging up all of class 1A. And then the robot. Oh, Deku says it's a beautiful. Alright, and then let's say one of the announcers says, oh, Hero 13 says, ready? 3, 2, 1, go. And then everyone is here. Everyone is just running. Then they hear, Megalovania. Hold on, let me try and get someone. And then they just hear this in the background. Playing hardcore. And then they hear a voice say, it's a beautiful day outside. Birds are singing, flowers are blooming. On days like these, creatures like you should be burning in hell. And everyone just heard that ominous voice. And then they just see this creature in the air. It says, Megalovania Judgment Hall. And the scenery changed all to a judgment hall for the judges and him. He says, and robots start appearing. He says, and then he says, time for judgment. Let's go, third brother killer. And he says, that's a joke. That's supposed to be a part of it. He says, blue bones. And the blue bones start appearing, and the rollers start walking towards him, and they start getting electrified. Then he says, soul of determination. red eyes everywhere. And he says, "Sight of karma." And a scythe appears on his hand, and with a flower on it. Says, and it starts cutting robots in half. Then he says, "Soul of kindness." And then he makes a shield and starts squeezing it down, and it breaks the robots. Oh, sorry guys. Yeah, anyways. Sorry, just taking it. Alright, time to put another song on. So yeah, so Deku's just like, no. Alright, sorry. So yeah, anyway, as I was saying, Deku says, he says, Gaster Blasters. Multiple jawless Gaster Blasters appear with huge glowing balls under them. And then he says, Fire! And then he says, Perseverance. No, he says, Patience. Over. Now. And then ballet slippers appear on each robot. And then he just starts moving them around, up, side, up, down, left, right, everything. And then he says, Patience. And then he says, Perseverance. And then multiple books appear around them. He says, Spell of the Cosmos. Solar light. And solar beams just start shooting at the robots. And then he says, Soul of Bravism. Multiple fists starts surrounding him. And then his other eye, he says on his other eye, Soul of Justice. And then multiple guns appear around. And then his Gaster Blaster, he covers one eye saying, Soul of Kindness. On the other one, he says a soul. of perseverance. Them books and green pants start appearing. And then the gun starts shooting. The book starts shooting spells. And what else is there to say? Then the Fitz just starts throwing punches. And the kindness just starts squeezing robots down. And then they say Izuku Midoriya 1,000 points. And then he says judgment over. And the judgment hall disappears. And the other students are fighting robots too. He says. And then he hops on his Gaster Blaster and just starts flying around. And the 0 pointer comes out and almost steps on Midnight and Jody that was stuck under a rock. And Yu was tired from using her quirk. She can't use it that much. He says, I guess I'll do it. And he says, souls corrupt. And then the soul corrupts. And then he says, soul of determination to soul of what is it called? Isolation. Soul of braverism to soul of cowardness. Soul of justice to soul of corruption. Soul of kindness to amnesias. Perseverance to agnasias. Integrity to despair. And stuff like that. There's still determination, but then he says, new soul. Soul of hatred and soul of life come out. And then two brand new wings come out. A black, bone, liquidy wing. And one white light wing appears. He says, now I control hatred, kindness, death, kindness, hatred, life, and love. I control perseverance. I control hatred. What else? And love and kindness. With error sans. And then he says, release the girls of your grasp. He says, corrupted sight, corrupted gun, corrupted fist, and they're just floating. Corrupted hand, corrupted. What is it called? Corrupted ballet shoes, corrupted book, corrupted. What else? And what was then? He just has corrupted everything. Alright, anyways, continuing on. Alright, back to Deku. Deku saving them. And he says, corrupted that. And cuts the robot in pieces. Then he says, corrupted blaster. And a full Gaster Blaster with half its skull cut off. No, the jaws split open. Says, Mo. And what was it called? Deku says, corrupted blast, and a black energy beam shoots right at the robot. Anyways, sorry, I just got distracted. What is it called? Anyways, yeah, the 0 pointer turns into dust in the wind. He saves the girls. And, alright, first time you wait, he gets up to 1,060 points. Alright, first day. He walks in as him. He says, and everyone says, "We never see you in the sports fit." Oh, it's because he saw this, and he turns into non-corrupted Sans. He says, "Hero named Sanj. Past job teacher. Teaches some of the kids here. Who? Pomeranian 1, Pomeranian 2, burning crap. Self-absorbed. Insomnia. Ear rape. Stripper and Titan. Please come up." And everyone says, "What are the nicknames I gave them because of their quirks?" Oh, I'm saying, "Yeah." Okay, and then he says, "Frost Lady." And then Rin comes up saying, "Yes, teach." And I said, "Call me Sans or Midoriya. Not teach. I'm not your teacher no more. I'm your classmate." He says, "But you still have the respect of their sensei." Yeah, plus I already like 2 girls that are already in this class. And you in Midnight like Izuku, and they know, and they're willing to share. And then they say to themselves, "It's probably random music." It looks like they're dialing themselves, and everyone knows that Midnight and you or Kami and you are dialing themselves, right? No, but I'm the same age. So is that against the law? I was a teacher since I was 16. And Nana comes in saying that's not against the law. Just weird. So, it's not against the law. So, hey, you, Kami, you wanna go on a date later today? Yeah, sure, why not? And Deku smirks to himself and turns back into human. And then pulls out a bottle of ketchup and just starts drinking it. He says, "Isn't that unhealthy?" Nana and what in Momo and Ida said. He says, "Like I care. I'm practically immortal. The only way for me to die is of old age, and that is a long way gone. Because whoever I take, I can make them immortal too, because of how many souls I have. I can control life and death. What the hell do you think I am? I'm playing God right now." They're like, "Oh shit." So you practically have a god here. Anyways, Deku gets first place in the thing. Alright. Heroes versus villain. Nana's their hero and homeroom teacher. Yeah, and ectoplasm and stuff like that are the normal. He says, "Alright. Time to go to what heroes versus villain is Izuku versus the whole class." And says, "Alright, class. Today," he says, "Alright, I'm getting into my teacher mode." Now it says, "Okay, alright, class. Today we're doing the bell test." Says, you have to collect. How many kids are in class 1A? No, let's say there's. Sorry, I got distracted again. Anyways, yeah. It's, stop that. Anyways, it's, Deku and Katsuki Bakugo says, "Oh, great, I'm with the angry Pomeranian." One. And then he says, "What is this supposed to mean, one? You're the most angriest Pomeranian I ever met, and I met more Pomeranians than in my life. In a human life, you could say. 1 year for me, it's mostly 5 or 10 years. So, I'm probably a century old right now. But I'm 16 legally. This coffee. Anyways. And the second angriest Pomeranian I ever met is your sister Katsuki. Mizuki. How come she's the angry Pomeranian too? I mean, I have more anger issues than her? Yes. Man, at least you acknowledge that you have anger issues. Anyways, yeah. Let's get to the date. And they go to a fancy restaurant. Deku pays, he has a lot of money. Anyways, and let's say I do walks up to me saying, "You shouldn't date these two sluts. Are you using hilarious. What do you mean? I know something about it. What? Don't talk to a judge, a real judge. What do you mean? Judgment time. It's a beautiful day outside. Birds are singing. Why are you saying that?" He says, "Hold on, let me put Mega Living on when he says that." Let me pause and look the song up. Anyway, yeah. He says, "It's a beautiful day outside. Birds are singing, flowers are blooming on these like these, dudes like you should be burning in hell. Judgment time, judgment hall." Says, "Don't call my girlfriend sluts. I have dated them since middle school, basically because I was their original teacher when I was 16. Now we're the exact same age in the same class, but now I'm the students. I'm the student with them. So don't talk to my girlfriends like that, you motherfucking bitch." He says, "Blue bones," and blue bones appear under him, and he tries to run away and gets paralyzed, gets electrified. "I shouldn't move if I was you." Orange bone. He says, "Don't move." Got it. That's gets electrified, but orange means move. So let's see if you can keep up. And he pulls up multiple bones going at him, but different colors at the exact same time. He says, and he couldn't take it and got electrified so many times. So yeah. Alright guys, I hope this goddamn video has audio because it's an hour long. So yeah. Alright guys, that'll be the end of the video. Bye. And love you guys for being the best pack and the best wolves in the world. Bye.